So I just get a message, get this cringe compilation 2015, 30 minutes long. Сейчас video bus. Și ăsta eventually de abusive video. Un altă și cringe compilation.
Hey everyone, Shoe Nice again. Basically, I want you to subscribe to my buddy TG61. He's so epic I had to eat his face.
The best way to experience this movie would be, if you have to watch it, turn it on TV at home when it comes out on DVD and turn the sound completely off. And then as you're cleaning the house or you've got a party going on, you need the kids to stay occupied, that'll make this a lot more
That's how I had to watch incest porn. Incest porn. Incest porn.
What?
You gotta turn the sound down. Then it's just porn.
I'm so confused. Okay.
I'm just saying every guy gets that moment when a friend hands them the box of old porn, right? And one of the tapes was incest porn. Like,
did that ever happen to you?
Okay.
Then it's
Just to
different
be
friends
clear,
than you
just
do.
to be clear, these were all grown-ups. It was like the 22-year-old daughter, right? But then you're like, oh, Jesus, it's their dad. And then I'm like, well, I'll just mute it.
Before we begin, can I get you anything to drink? No, thank you, doctor. I'm good. Oh, you're good, are you? Then why do you eat animals? Good people don't eat animals. That's why we're here today, doctor. This meat consumption is driving me crazy. Whatever. No, not whatever. Do you think when the animals are getting their throats slit, they just sit there and say, whatever? Honey, calm down. Don't call me honey. Honey isn't vegan. Call me maple syrup. Okay, maple syrup. You know, you're not perfect either, maple syrup. If we're going to be completely honest here with the doctor, our sex life was better when you ate meat. Since you become a vegan, your sex drive has plummeted. I think you need more protein or something. I get all the I need from fruits, veggies, beans, grains, and nuts. Nuts. Don't even talk to me about nuts. I can't even remember the last time you touched my nuts. Doctor, you're a vegan. Would you want to play with an animal exploiter's testicles? No. You can't rape, torture, and murder my animal friends and expect me to want to play with your nuts.
Each candidate gets 30 seconds. We begin with Mr. Bynum. Mr. Bynum.
Hi, my name is Paul today, and I'm also running for mayor. These gentlemen have I deserve my time. There are 5 candidates here. I deserve my time. You are blocking our time. I have a voice, sir. I have a voice, and I will do it. I will say it. This is not the platform. It is the platform. It is the platform. You are blocking other voices. We have other voices, sir. I'm going to ask you to step up. No, I will not. I will not step up. I will not step up. You get it? Turn it off. Let's get security. Turn it off. Get it. Don't get it. Turn it off. Mr. K, please step up. No. You have blocked me one too many times. You have blocked me. You have blocked other candidates one too many times. I'm tired of it. I am tired of it. Get it? Please step up. No. Security, get it. Come on. Get it. Come on. Get security. Get me out of here. Come on, Matt Damon. Get me out of here.
He wants people to have lights drive cars.
Yes, because he's reasonable, and he actually has a chance to get the Libertarian Party taken seriously. All he has to do now is go out there and be presidential.
Adrian, I finished it. Adrian. Oh, it's done. It's good to be done.
But he had mentioned Al Gill's a defenseman with a long stick. Is this a guy that's going to be traded, though?
You're an announcer with a long stick from time to time.
Yeah, big mouth.
I don't know.
You don't know about Hal Gill?
No, I think Hal Gill will eventually be moved out of Toronto as well. But the asking price for Hal Gill is probably a little bit higher than people think because he's got that long stick, as you like to talk about, and also he's a good penalty killer.
Okay.
Maybe you don't understand. Maybe it's a...
Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
So
you're
now-
kind of beating around the bush.
And how can I bang you backwards? And how can I bang you backwards?
No.
Start with your heads down, heels together, toes apart. Lift your head. Start with your right knee. Faster. Around and plie. Again. Knee, shoulder, shoulder, knee, fast. Around and plie. Wipe like safe. And shrug. Step clap. Point to your head. Hit tight. Double dream feet. Rubber legs. Wag your finger. And left foot 8 times. Right foot. Now 4 to the left. 4 to the right. And 2. Double dream feet. Rubber legs. And step kick out to the side.
So unless you live in the North or South Pole, the sun comes up in the morning and goes away at night. Like this. The Earth. It spins around and around so the sun comes up and the sun goes down. At night, we're turned away from the sun, but it's back again when the morning comes. At night, we're turned away from the sun, but it's back again when the morning comes. I love it. Got it. Go. I'm fucking 30. And you're drunk? Oh no! I think I just got a black eye. Oh. Oh my God. Where did it hit? What do you say to women who say that you staying in the race? What do you say to women who say that you staying in the race is sexist, is getting in the way of what could be the first female president?
Is that a serious question? That any woman who is running for president, anyone who opposes your question implies that any woman, that any person, any woman who is running for president is by definition the best candidate. So any woman who runs, right? To say that it is sexist, that any, so if Hillary Clinton runs for president, is your point that it is sexist for any man to oppose her?
No, my point is that if he has more delegates than you tomorrow.
Well, that's another point. Then that is not. Well, I don't think it is sexist.
Broke it. Yeah. So, okay. All right. On a break, all right. It's very nice to meet you. I'm getting a picture. Is that mine? No, that's me, though. I went all the way from Brazil to here. Really? Yeah. Wow. And I didn't come over here just to broke here. I actually came here to ask you some questions. So I guess we'll have to end this video right now. But all right. I guess that's it, bros. Okay. Should I broke it? Okay, and the one for the breath. Yeah.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you. That's so funny.
Thank you, Stel. We used to be friends with the Seinfelds. But after tonight, I'm not so sure. You grilled my daughter.
Yes, well, we were trying to have a little fun.
Yeah,
that's why you hire a comedian. You don't.
Yeah, but Jerry, it wasn't all fun.
No, nothing ever is.
All right, you guys, I'm walking down Sunset Boulevard over here by Nickelodeon Studios. See that Drake and Josh? You like that show? Hey, fool! Hey, ain't you from the Drake and Josh show? Hey, look it! Hey, come up in here. Hey, Drake and Josh, right? That's your name, fool? Right? How you doing? Hey, say what up to all my viewers over here. Say hi to everybody. Hey, what up? Fool, my name's Little Loca over here. Say hi to all my viewers over here. You guys, I just saw Drake over here from the Drake and Josh show, right? Yeah, what is right? This is just, I'm just filming over here, so say hi to everybody. Hey, that's really you? Come here real quick. course, they're gonna love it.
Lunch right now, so
Can I talk to you for a little while?
lunch. I gotta go. I have to go eat. I don't really have that much time.
You guys need a little Spanish girl on your show and shit? You need a little Latina. You guys need some Latin spice in there.
So yeah, I'm kind of looking for an internet girlfriend. I prefer if you were like kind of tallish, kind of like a modelish type of body. You're hot. I like my tan girls. Like if you're covered in fake tan, that's kind of okay, but don't go OT where you look like Snooki. But Snooki's kind of hot too. I kind of like black hair. Like look, I've got black Justin Bieber type hair. It's very gorgeous, as you can see. I don't like pimples. If you have one pimple, no thank you. I just don't like it. I don't like it. My face is actually very clear. I have gorgeous, luscious eyes. My friends tell me that. I've got lovely teeth. I got a sexy tongue for tonguing people.
I declare bankruptcy! I declare bankruptcy!
So it's come to my attention that there's been some controversy surrounding some 3 little words, and I don't understand why. It's just a bunch of people having hissy fits that their status quos are being challenged. Die, cis, scum. So, for those of you who've been living under a privileged rock your entire life and don't know what cis means, it's short for cisgender, which means that a long time ago, a doctor took 5 seconds to look at your baby genitals and say, you are going to be this person, and by some astronomical coincidence, you grew up and said, and you know what, that's fine and dandy for some people, but for the rest of us, we're not entirely happy with what's on our birth certificates. We're transgender. And we're a bitty part of this little acronym, LGBT, and trust me, I'll get to that another day. But unfortunately, cis people are the majority in this world, and they think they get to decide our identities and our lives for us. This is a problem that has existed for hundreds upon hundreds of years. Cis people taking advantage of us and assuming we'll stay quiet and not complain once. Well, a lot of people have problem with this, and in particular, trans feminine people who have been most hurt by cis supremacy. There is a lot of pent-up anger, and understandably so. Transgender people shut the fuck off that we constantly have to be beaten down by the sissies. So one brilliant human being one day decided to coin the term die cis scum, and since then a lot of apparent outrage has emerged. And you know what? I totally understand the opposing arguments. But I think they're ridiculous, and here's a list why. Number 1, this is not a literal sentiment. No one is advocating violence against the sissies. Now, I want you to remember exactly how many times and how often you've heard something like this. Wow, this movie is terrible. Whoever made this needs to be shot. Also, I'm pretty sure that these people who are offended by this die cis scum are the same people that are still hiding in their houses ever since they heard that it's raining men. Number 2, this is a perfectly reasonable response to years upon years of transphobia and bigotry. Anyone who is a part of any minority group is entitled to anger. And if you think that a person is not entitled to being angry at the
Paldies, ka skatījāties! Atā!